So here is your new website. You mentioned about sending a PowerPoint presentation, and that's assuming you can convert it to HTML. If you can't, you may want to just consider us installing a slideshow here where this photo is instead of your PowerPoint presentation, and it would just basically, you could add as many stills as you want, and we have a lot of different types of style of slideshows. You can just go to sedonasky.com and you can see a lot of our samples there. So let's just take a look, and the way to find this new site is index.php, vocaonline.com/index.php. The site is not live yet, so you have to type that in manually. Okay, so this is basically all the content, and if you look closely you'll see that all the information in the top menu is on this right menu. And the reason we did it this way is that way you only need to edit one menu in the back end. We could have separate information in the right menu that's different than when it's in the top menu, but that would make your work a little more confusing and complex. So for now, we can change this later, no problem, but for now it's just a duplicate. And let me just, since we're talking about that point, the way to get to the back end is vocaonline.com/administrator, and then it'll ask you, I'll just quickly log out, and it'll ask for your username, and your username is it's admin, and your password is, I'll put that in the email, and let's just put that in correct. Okay, what's the new password? The new password is, okay, so now I'm logged in to the back end, and we were talking about menus, so let's stay focused on that topic. You can go to access it in a couple different ways. You can click Menu Manager, but it's probably best that you just go to Menus, Main Menu, and so here's all the items and the sub-items. You can change the order just by pressing them up or down, and if you want to change the order of the primary items, you just move these up and down, and you want to see all the items at once, you just scroll down to the bottom and you just press the All button, and that way you see all items at once. Okay, and there's other ways of changing the sequence of these. Let's just use an example. Say you want to move committees up to the very top. So the way you change the order is you just choose, and you log into this area, and you go to ordering, and you choose the one that you want it to be right after the other one. So say we wanted this to be right after home, then we just choose home, and then we just press save and close, and you can see now committees is number 2, and we want to change it back to number 3, so we just choose go to ordering, and we just choose board, press save and close. So now committees is number 3. So I hope that makes sense. So let's just go back to the site and take a look at some more functions. So much to all these details. I want to stay on basics first. Let's just go to the real basics. How do you edit the articles? Click on Content, Article Manager, or let's just go back to the control panel and just click here, Article Manager. So here's all the major functions, and if you see a lock on that or like that, and someone isn't, the reason there's a lock is because someone else is logged in, perhaps myself or someone else who has editorial access, and for sure that they're not in there working on it, and you feel safe because it's a lock, because it doesn't want two people working on the same page at the same time. Then someone's work will get lost. But if you know for sure that's not the case, then you can just double click on it, on the lock itself, and then the lock will go away, and then you can edit it. So you see this star here, it says featured. This is the home page. So I'm going to open up the home page, and I'm going to expand the window. Just drag it there. Okay, so there's all the text to easily edit. I'm going to take a quick look here, see if Deb did anything else. Oh, that looks like it's all. Okay, so there's all the text. Quickly edit it using this editor here. If you need to edit something in the code view, just press toggle editor. Most of the time you'll be working in the using the editor. Now this photo obviously is you edit by clicking this little blue icon here. So I'm just going to click it as an example. And here's the link. It's in the images, and it's called, that's just the name of the JPEG. Okay, now let's say we wanted to swap it out for another, let's just say this restaurant one. Okay, we just press this restaurant photo, then we press this little blue one here. It's a little tricky, it's called the insert button. Okay, so you can't just click on it on the right, you have to do the next step, which is to press this just to the right of the photo and press insert. Now I'm going to go ahead and insert it and see how the code up here changed. Then I'm going to press update. There's the photo. Then I'm going to press the save button. Okay, and then I'm going to go back to the home page and I'm going to refresh it, and there's the restaurant. So let's go ahead and undo our work, and hopefully I didn't mess anything up, because Deb did all this part here. So I'm just going to go and find that previous photo, and I'm not going to do this again. It had a long name, so let's just, yeah, I think it's this one here. Yeah, so I'm going to press this blue icon to the right called insert. Okay, and then I'm going to press update. Now you see this alt text here, that's for photo, that's for search engine tags. And then I'm going to press update here. There it is there. And there's the text. So if you want to edit any text, you just highlight it, type it out. There's various styles and all the rest of it, bold, italic, underline, color text. Generally you don't want to change anything too much if it's a style that's already laid out on the website. Now if you want to change a link, you just highlight a text. Well, let's say, and you just press this link button here. If you want to remove the link, you press this broken chain here. If you want to change the link to something else, you just go in here and put in the new link. So I'm going to press cancel here. Say you wanted to add a link to another website. Let's just see if there's a reference to the golf course here. Then we can just go ahead and add it. Redstone. Okay, beautiful. Then we're just going to find the first reference to the website, or to the. Okay. I'm just going to highlight this for now. Okay, and then I'm just going to press the link button here, and I'm going to put in the URL, which is, I believe, what's the website? Oak Creek Country Club. There we go. Oak Creek Country Club.com. And I'm going to make it go to a new window because we don't want it competing with the current website. And I'm going to click open in a new window, press insert, and there's the link. There's the underlying text there. And I'm just going to press save. I'm going to go back to the home page here, and we should see a new photo, or the original photo. And we've got this link, and you can see it's opened up a new window to the golf course. Now I'm going to close this so I don't get confused. I'm going to go back here, and I'm just going to show you a little trick. I want the word, this isn't probably the best way to, so Trent designed, I'm going to put in the word golf course, because I'm thinking search engines now. Golf course. So I want the word golf course, and to make it a little more aesthetic, I'm going to make the word including it. E-A-U. There we go. Okay. So I've done two things here, and again, it's a bit of a trick. One is important for search engines. I've made the word golf course part of the link, and the other trick is that I just move my cursor back a couple letters, which saves retyping and going back to the link and doing a bunch of other stuff. So it saves a whole bunch of steps if you just go back a few characters like I did. Okay, so that's the word golf course is now in the link, which is better for search engines. So I'm going to press save, and I'm going to refresh over here just to make sure it all looks good. And here we go. Perfect. Robert Trent, oh, I got the word Jones split. So I'm going to go back here, and Trent Jones design golf course. Okay. Yes, we need to get rid of design course, get rid of all these words. Now I'm going to read it out and make sure I didn't mess anything out. Beautiful 18-hole Robert Trent Jones design golf course. I guess we'll put a comma there. Oops. So this is how you could tweak it indefinitely. And again, I'm just going to reread my work here. And there it goes, golf course. There we go. So this is how you can edit any article. I'm just going to press the close button now. So you have fun with this. The calendar is just, you won't see any text in here. All you'll see is parameters when you go to the editor, the code. Oops, I don't even see the code in there for some reason. Huh, anyway, I'll check that out later, but it's working, so something happened here. So I'm going to just ignore that one. So some of them, if there's nothing in it or you just see code, then there's a reason for it. But most of them I think are, or some of them may be a link or something. The one that I wanted to talk about though is the restricted access site. And we're getting close to 13 minutes here, so these are 15 minutes for YouTube. So I'm going to stop here and create a new video specifically about all the restricted access issues.